What's up, guys? Brian back to do a Walking Dead top 10 list of the most iconic weapons of the Walking Dead TV show so far. Seasons 1 through 6 of the characters there. Really the weapons, but also along with the characters because the weapon can't be with the characters. So when you think The Walking Dead, do you think of a certain cast member, character, location, weapon, something, walkers? I don't know. But this is going to be a top 10 list of the most iconic weapons. Here we go. So number 10. And there's not too many weapons on The Walking Dead, but it's Shane Walsh's shotgun. Now, Shane was only in the first 2 seasons of The Walking Dead, but for a lot of it, he had the shotgun, especially early on in pictures when he was with Rick, when he was in the woods, going through there. He lost the shotgun later on when he got crazy and went nuts, but ultimately, it's a very iconic weapon of him, especially this picture right here when he was early on the first episode of The Walking Dead, and this iconic photo here between Lori and Rick and Shane in the background looking on. So number 10 is Shane Walsh's shotgun. Number 9 is Carol's knife. When I think Carol, I think badass, I think Terminator, I think Carol's cookies, I think whatever, but her knife is kind of iconic, especially with, the brass knuckles on it plus the knife. And if you see it on the opening credits, I think it's by her name. Carol Pelletier, Melissa McBride, is kind of iconic for a couple of different reasons, but her knife is number 9 on there. Number 8 is Tyrese's hammer. For one thing, that is the longest hammer I've ever seen in my life. He's also going through a horde of zombies in there too. Now, if you like the comic versus the show and vice versa or whatever, Tyrese is a little different character, but the hammer stays. He does have that in there too. He kind of went out in a weird way. I left him here when he's going through the horde of walkers, when he was trying to commit suicide, but he came out alive in there too. So number 8 is his hammer. Number 7 is Sasha's rifle. Now, Sasha is not in the comics. She's a blend of Andrea and whatever, but her rifle on the show, her sniper rifle, is pretty iconic too. When I think Sasha, I think the rifle. She's the best shot of the group, and the gun is part of that too. Now, her and Abraham picking off the walkers, saving Glenn's ass, and the Alexandrians there too. Pretty awesome, iconic there too. So Sasha's rifle is number 7. Number 6, Merle's bayonet hand. Now, that's a good way to cover up losing your hand by cutting your hand off by being a dick to Rick Grimes and T-Dog. But I think Merle, he was a hilarious character, but I do think his bayonet hand. And if you go to the Walker Stalker conventions and conventions in general, you see a lot of people dressed up like that, and it's pretty cool. I liked Merle. He got a bad rap, but the bayonet hand is number 6, and I think it was a good weapon and a good way to do that too. A good mix when you lost your hand. Number 5 is Morgan's bow staff. Now, Morgan, like him, hate him, the staff is kind of a badass weapon in the apocalypse. Now, it gives it some credit when he strikes down on it. It goes through the skulls and whatever, and I don't really know if that would do that. But the staff, Morgan, is a big player in now Season 6 going into Season 7, and there he is with Eastman, and I miss Eastman. There you go. But the bow staff, number 5, there you go. Number 4, highly debatable, but Rick's gun, the Colt Python 357, I believe it is. When you think The Walking Dead, you think Rick Grimes, and you think the Colt Python is a big thing. His gun there as well. I think he is the icon of the show. His weapon is very iconic, but when I think that, I have a couple of different weapons that are more The Walking Dead related, but Rick's Colt Python is number 4. Now, number 3, who could it be? Daryl Dixon's Crossbow. When you think The Walking Dead show, Daryl Dixon has to be in the equation. He is the show. He brings a lot to it. I know Rick Grimes is the show, but Daryl Dixon is a big part of the show too. His crossbow is probably one of the best weapons you could have in it because it doesn't require bullets. You can reuse the arrows after you use them. It's pretty iconic on there as well. When you think The Walking Dead, you definitely have to think Daryl Dixon's crossbow in there too, along with the vest, but the crossbow. Number 2 is Michonne's Katana. My favorite girl, my favorite weapon, my favorite character. Katana, by far the best weapon in a zombie apocalypse because it doesn't run out of ammo. As long as it stays sharp, doesn't break, it goes through a bunch of different walkers. You can strike and get a couple walkers at a time. Michonne's Katana is definitely iconic for The Walking Dead. I think it's a great part of the show. I love the character. Love her. Denai Guerrero is awesome. Love the Katana. Number 2. Number 1, who could it be? When you think The Walking Dead, especially now, you think this guy and Lucille. It's the only one that has a name. It's the only weapon that has a name. That's a true iconic part of the show. Love him or hate him, Negan's going to be around for a while. Comics, show, whatever. Lucille is pretty awesome. If you think about Walking Dead, you think Lucille. If you know the show, especially now in the Iconic, Lucille has to be in the equation. So what do you think, guys? Lucille number 1 on your list? Post your comments below what you think. What's your top 10? What's your number 1? When you think The Walking Dead, what do you think of? You think of any of these characters? You think Negan? You think the Saviors? Do you think, I don't know, the show in general? It's pretty awesome. Can't wait for it to come back in about a week now for season 7. I'm super excited from it. We can make through it, guys. Ah, my God, I can't wait. So like, share, subscribe. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. We can't do it without you. You guys are awesome. Let us know of anything you want to do. Post your questions about there for a Q&A that we're doing soon, probably tomorrow. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.